in. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Right there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Four down.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, he lets it. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
Let's go, boy.
A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
47.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Here go 46. 57's Mike. Mike 57. You don't want now, baby. You don't want.
Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here go 46. 46. Mike 56.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it second down and 11. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Dancing to his left, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, he'll dump it off to Procise. It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught at the 20. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 16, Prescott.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
27.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Green 80! Eat. Now watch run. Took right.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Keep playing hard.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 10th carry now for Elliott. And some room to run now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Prescott. Cooper's got it. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott off play action. Flush to his right. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. Throwing again on second down. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Second and 5 now. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. One left.
Now it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Wilson on target there to Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Open man is Ursua. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
955.
Here's Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. The quick slant caught. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Steps away toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bed.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here we go. Check right 54. Right 54. Get ready. Get ready. Take it.
On 1st down, Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Past the 20, 10, and can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the...
He's got Daylay, the 30, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Yeah. I've been slashing. Get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the